Many of us think about losing fat at some point. It could be for improving our general health or achieving a certain look. But what really happens inside us when fat seems to disappear? How does our body actually get rid of those extra kilograms of stored fat? Let us explore this common yet complex goal together today. We will uncover the science behind this important topic. Get ready for a full look at this often misunderstood, squishy subject. It is time to understand fat loss properly. When people talk about losing body fat, they often mean subcutaneous fat. This type of fat is found right under your skin. It is the fat that you can pinch with your fingers. For example, it is on your arms, legs, and belly. Subcutaneous fat acts like a layer of insulation and provides a natural cushion for protection. It also serves as energy storage when you consume more calories than needed. While having some subcutaneous fat is normal, too much can be a concern. Your genetic makeup plays a significant part in how much you store. Now, let us turn our attention to another type of fat, visceral fat. This fat is stored much deeper inside your body, around your internal organs like the liver, pancreas, and intestines. Visceral fat is often referred to as hidden fat because it is not visible from the outside. This hidden nature makes visceral fat particularly sneaky and potentially dangerous. It produces more inflammatory substances and is linked to serious health conditions like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. High visceral fat levels are also associated with metabolic syndrome, and increased waist circumference can be an indicator of high visceral fat. It is generally considered more dangerous to your health than subcutaneous fat. We have explored two main types of body fat, subcutaneous and visceral. Subcutaneous fat is visible and can be easily felt, while visceral fat is hidden from sight. Losing any excess body fat is generally beneficial for your overall health. Adopting healthy lifestyle habits can help reduce both types of fat. Regular exercise and a balanced diet are key strategies. Reducing visceral fat often brings the most significant health improvements. Even modest weight loss can lead to a significant reduction in visceral fat. Understanding these different types of fat helps you set realistic and meaningful health goals. Our bodies are efficient at storing energy for later use. When we consume more calories than needed, this surplus energy is stored as fat in adipocytes. The process of using this stored fat for energy is called lipolysis. Lipolysis is a highly regulated series of biochemical reactions. Your body initiates lipolysis when it needs more energy than is available from recently consumed food. This often occurs during periods of caloric deficit or prolonged physical activity. The body must recognize the need for additional energy and communicate this to the fat cells. The fat cells then begin the process of dismantling triglycerides, preparing them for mobilization. The decision to break down stored fat is directed by hormones. Key players include adrenaline, noradrenaline, and glucagon. These hormones signal the fat cells to initiate the fat release process. Hormone-sensitive lipase, HSL, is activated by these hormonal signals. HSL breaks apart triglyceride molecules into free fatty acids and glycerol. These smaller molecules are ready for the next stage of their journey. Hormones and enzymes like HSL work together as a finely tuned team. This process ensures that fat is only broken down when genuinely required by the body. Once HSL has done its job, triglycerides are broken down into glycerol and free fatty acids. Glycerol dissolves directly into the bloodstream and travels to the liver. In the liver, glycerol can be converted into glucose or used in other metabolic pathways. Fatty acids bind to albumin, a protein in your blood plasma. Albumin acts as a carrier for fatty acids, enabling them to be transported smoothly. This transport phase ensures that the energy unlocked from fat stores can reach its destination. Fatty acids are ferried to tissues that need them for energy, like muscles and organs. This regulated release and transport mechanism highlights the sophistication of how your body manages its energy resources. Section 4. Cellular entry. Getting fatty acids to the mitochondria. Fatty acids reach muscle cells and enter through passive diffusion or transport proteins. Inside, they attach to coenzyme A, forming fatty acyl-CoA. The carnitine shuttle transports them into mitochondria. Here, beta oxidation breaks them down for energy. This process is crucial for efficient energy production. Section 5. Powering up, ATP production and fat byproducts. Inside the mitochondria, fatty acids undergo beta oxidation, breaking down into acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA enters the Krebs cycle, generating NADH, FAD2, and ATP. NADH and FAD2 carry electrons to the electron transport chain. This drives ATP synthesis, the main energy currency for cellular activities. Fat is ultimately converted to CO2 and H2O, releasing energy. Section 1. The alluring lie. Understanding spot reduction. Many of us have heard about spot reduction. It is the very common belief that you can choose exactly where fat melts away from your body. Lots of people truly wish this was possible. This is especially true for those stubborn areas like the belly, the thighs, or the fat under the arms. They often imagine that by exercising a specific body part, they are directly burning the fat that covers those particular muscles. This appealing idea is unfortunately heavily promoted in some fitness marketing. These promotions often promise quick fixes for your so-called problem zones, leading to frustration. It results in countless hours spent on specific exercises, hoping to shrink just one isolated area of the body. Let's consider some common examples of this thinking and its flawed logic. Picture someone performing hundreds of abdominal crunches every single day. They fully expect to see a flat stomach emerge as a direct result of these specific movements. Or imagine someone doing endless leg lifts with the sole aim of slimming down their thighs. The underlying thought process is that the muscles being worked are using the fat closest to them as their primary source of fuel. On the surface, this might seem logical. Work the area, burn the fat in that area. Sadly, our body's complex energy systems operate very differently from this simple, localized idea. This fundamental misunderstanding can often lead to significant disappointment. To truly understand why spot reduction is a myth, we need to briefly remember how fat is actually mobilized for energy. This was covered in more detail earlier. The breakdown of fat, a process known as lipolysis, is a systemic event, not a localized one. When your body needs energy, hormones like adrenaline are released. These hormones signal fat cells throughout your entire system to release their stored fatty acids into your bloodstream. These fatty acids then travel around your body to wherever energy is required. Your body does not preferentially draw fat from cells simply because the muscles nearby are active during a particular exercise. It pulls from its total fat reserves, based on a much broader set of instructions. So, how does your body decide where to shed fat from? The areas from which your body chooses to draw its fat reserves are largely predetermined. These decisions are influenced by factors that are mostly out of your immediate control, especially through the choice of exercise for a specific area. Let's delve into fat mobilization. Physical activity triggers hormone release. Hormones like adrenaline circulate in your bloodstream. They act on fat cells all over your body, breaking down triglycerides into fatty acids. Fatty acids enter the bloodstream. They fuel active tissues, regardless of origin. Genetic factors influence fat distribution. Hormones also affect fat storage patterns. Localized exercises can't override these factors. Focus on reducing your total body fat percentage through a caloric deficit. Burn more calories than you consume. As body fat decreases, you'll see fat loss from all areas. Spot train to build muscle, not spot reduce fat. Compound exercises burn more calories and build functional strength. Combine strength training with cardio for best results. Be patient and consistent for sustainable fat loss. You have likely encountered the term fat burning zone at some point in your fitness journey. This concept suggests an optimal heart rate range for maximizing fat loss during your workout. Exercising at a lower intensity burns a higher percentage of calories from fat stores. This notion has become popular, leading many to keep their exercise intensity low. However, the science behind exercise and fat loss is more nuanced. Total caloric burn often plays a more significant role in fat reduction. Section 2. Total calories burned, the true engine of fat loss. The total number of calories burned is more important for fat loss than the percentage of fat burned during exercise. Higher intensity workouts burn more total calories, leading to greater fat loss over time. Focus on creating an overall energy deficit for effective fat loss. Section 3. A spectrum of choices. Cardio, strength training, and HIIT. Cardio, strength training, and HIIT each offer unique benefits for fat loss. Cardio improves endurance and burns calories. Strength training builds muscle and boosts metabolism. HIIT is efficient and increases post-exercise calorie burn. A balanced routine combining these methods yields excellent results. Choose what aligns with your goals and preferences. Section 4. The importance of consistency and exercise duration. Consistency and duration are key for effective fat loss. Regular sustained exercise creates a caloric deficit, prompting fat burning. Sporadic activity won't trigger lasting changes. Make exercise a regular part of your lifestyle. Think of it like making small, regular withdrawals from a savings account. Over time, these withdrawals add up to a significant reduction in the principal amount, which in this analogy, is your stored body fat. Longer sessions may be more effective for fat burning. Allow enough time for your body to transition into a more fat-dominant fuel utilization phase. Consistency ensures regular fat access. Establish a routine you can stick to. Whether it's 3 longer sessions or 5 shorter ones, consistent effort drives sustainable fat loss. Make exercise a non-negotiable part of your routine. Consistency is king for body transformation. Section 5. Finding your groove, enjoyment, adherence, and overall balance. Finding physical activities you genuinely enjoy is crucial for long-term success. If your routine feels like a chore, you won't stick with it. Explore various activities until you find something you look forward to. Pair your exercise with a balanced diet for the best results. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Section 1. Nourishing your way to lean dietary strategies. Effective fat loss rests on energy balance. Consume fewer calories than you expend. Create a caloric deficit to tap into stored fat reserves. Small, consistent deficits are healthier than drastic cuts. Prioritize whole, unprocessed foods, lean proteins, and whole grains. Stay hydrated and avoid sugary drinks. Build sustainable, balanced eating habits for lasting well-being. Section 2. Active living, exercise, and lifestyle for lasting results. Regular physical activity is your most powerful ally for increasing calories out. Exercise enhances fat loss efforts and builds lean muscle tissue. Muscle burns more calories than fat, even at rest. Cardiovascular exercises burn calories and improve heart health. Strength training builds muscle and sculpts your physique. Enjoyable activities ensure long-term consistency. NEAT includes everyday movements like walking and chores. Sleep and stress management are crucial for fat loss. Prioritize sleep and stress-reducing practices for success. Your path to sustainable fat loss. Fat loss is a scientific journey within your body. Triglycerides are mobilized from adipocytes, transported through your bloodstream and oxidized in mitochondria to produce energy. Byproducts are carbon dioxide and water. Understanding these mechanisms demystifies fat loss. Knowledge empowers your health and fitness journey. Move beyond myths and misconceptions. Effective fat loss is clearer with scientific understanding. Spot reduction is a myth. Your body uses total fat reserves, influenced by genetics and hormones. Achieve an energy deficit for fat loss. Prioritize nutrient-dense whole foods. Adequate protein and fiber are essential. Exercise enhances calorie burn and metabolism. Lifestyle factors are potent tools for change. Adopt a holistic and enjoyable approach. Consistency trumps perfection. Sleep and stress management are crucial. They influence hormones and energy levels. Fat loss is about scientific principles. Embrace the journey with patience. Transform your health and achieve lasting results, leading to a vibrant and energetic life.